This is the Washington Times front page for Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. In a primetime address, President Biden said that he ended his re-election campaign to unite the nation in opposition to the threat former President Trump poses to democracy. In the speech, White House correspondent Jeff Murdoch reports Biden did not mention Trump by name, but the president made it clear that he views his predecessor as a grave threat to democracy. The president said Americans will have many choices this election season, and he urged unity, even as he brandished his political opponent as anti-democratic. A repackaged Vice President Kamala Harris has now hit the campaign trail to burnish her image for the top of the ticket. After Biden's withdrawal from the race, Susan Ferricchio reports the party reinvented Harris's image, believing she can capture battleground state voters with a moderate and modern message. Harris's public gaffes has damaged her image, and she has been criticized for her performance as the Biden administration's border czar. Trump sees Harris as such a threat that he said he's giving up on his short-lived nice guy routine and returning to his pugilistic ways. Seth MacLachlan reports Republicans are now scrambling to define the 59-year-old former prosecutor and U.S. senator. In a campaign speech, Trump blamed her for backing policies that fed inflation and weakened the nation's global standing. Democratic leaders believe that their odds of winning have improved, in part because they will no longer be bogged down by questions about the 81-year-old Biden's cognitive decline. It is now the 78-year-old Trump who is the oldest presidential nominee in American history. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told Congress he vows to press ahead with Israel's war against Palestinian Hamas militants until they surrender. Alex Miller reports Netanyahu hoped to shore up support for his continued campaign, while calls for an immediate ceasefire, including from the Biden administration, intensified. In his remarks, Netanyahu made no mention of a ceasefire. Instead, he made the case that Israel was not fighting only to defend itself, but also on behalf of the U.S. against Iran and other American adversaries in the Middle East. The man who tried to assassinate former President Trump focused on him about a week before the shooting. Stephen Dinan reports FBI Director Christopher Wray said the shooter seemed to have taken an interest in a number of public figures based on his internet activity, but zeroed in on Trump on July 6th. Agents have also found other related internet searches by Thomas Crooks, including one to determine the distance of Lee Harvey Oswald from President Kennedy in 1963. That same day, the shooter registered to attend Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. And finally, Liam Griffin takes a look at sprinter Noah Lyles' path to the Olympic Games as the fastest man in the world tries to go even faster. The Olympic expectations for Lyles are colossal. The Alexandria native has drawn comparisons to Usain Bolt as one of the greatest of all time. Lyles is still trying to outrun the disappointment of the Tokyo Games 3 years ago, where he finished with just a single bronze medal. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.